My people, what's up? Okay, so today I'm going to talk to you about something that came to me this morning. I realized, I have another technique that I use and it might be useful to you too. So here it goes. Today I'm going to talk to you about using rhyme in your classrooms to drive the production of these words properly. So I'm going to give you a few examples. I have a lot of regulars, and that really helps to know where a student has come from, right? And where they are, and we can perhaps lean on the previous lessons, even if you don't have regulars, but you are familiar enough with, let's just say, in my case, I teach primarily level 2s and level 3s. That's my sort of sweet spot. So I know from beginning to end, what the trends are, what the vocabulary looks like, and what has been covered already. So with that in mind, I try to connect those dots because it's really useful when you come across words. As we know, English is weird. I'm telling you, it's unnecessarily complicated, isn't it? Let me give you an example. When my students are coming across this word for the first time, they often get a little tripped up. But by the time they've learned this, they've already learned this word. Now, why do I bother teaching or reminding them that they already know this word? Because it sounds the same. It rhymes, right? So, I often get all kinds of iterations of this. They usually resemble the, right? I hear the, y, and they get all confused about what to do with this Y sound. But they sounds like play. Sounds like play, right? You know how we run across this in many of the phonics lessons or the phonics sections where they will ask the student to identify words that sound like dog, cog, fog, ban, cog, ban, right? So taking that concept, using rhyme to drive the pronunciation, the proper pronunciation of a given word. When we give them the visual, it really helps. They play. I came across this today. Coat. Teaching a weather lesson. Coat. Confused the child for sure, for some reason, right? Not for some reason. It's confusing. Coat, right? Well, by now I know the child knows boat. Immediately when I wrote boat down and I showed him a picture of a boat, oh, right, coat, boat, sounds the same. Now we know coat. We moved on. No problems whatsoever. Ooh, I have another one. I run into trouble with this word all the time when I'm first teaching it, and I'm sure that you do too. Why is it spelled like this? Why? It's so confusing. Anyway, we must deal with what we have, right? So the long I sound, note to self, that might be another video, because if I'm running into long I trouble and short I trouble, maybe that's just another series in vowels altogether. But I digress. We'll move on, right? Find. The deal with the long I sound, it often helps to raise the chin. Find, find. So that they see find. That it actually dropped the jaw. Long I, ind. Ind. Speaking of I, long I find. My, again, they've already learned these words. Ooh, fly, kite, sky, right? So find, the long I sound is repeated in I, find, my, kite, right? Fly, sky, I fly my kite. Okay? So let's think of another couple of examples where they're not always spelled similarly, but they have exactly the same sound. I know. Good. Good. Our kids know this word, don't they? Good. When we come across this, consider rhyme. Could. Could. Ah. What about would and should, right? These words are coming. If they haven't already crossed your path or your student's path, they're coming. Using rhyme really helps when it gets to that extra unnecessary spelling. That L is not produced, right? It's silent. So let's just go ahead and be very specific. Mm-mm. 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 Good. Could. Would. Should. Sounds the same, right? What other example? Oh, I know. I'll give you one last example just to drive the message. The idea being, think of when you can find those rhyming words and use them when your students are getting tripped up. I get this one all the time too. Ear. Ear. Sometimes when the student sees that for one of the first times, they're like, huh? Right? So, ear. 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 Hear. I hear with my ear. Hear. That really helps. Also, ear. And really early on, they learn how to say, I am 9 years old. So this being repeated, in this case, it's lucky that it is spelled the same. But again, sounds like hear, ear, year, right? Anyway, when I was doing this today, I came across a few ideas, a few techniques rather, that I was using regarding rhyming, and I thought, oh, you guys would definitely benefit from hearing something like this. Feel free to use our language to your advantage, to your students' advantage. Using all the funky tools we have, rhyming is key. And helping our students drill the sound and how to produce them properly. I hope you can put this to good use. Thanks for stopping by. And if you are so inclined, I would be honored if you would please subscribe. I feel like I'm starting to cook with sauce a little bit here. I think I want to sink my teeth into this channel and see if posting more will help you and make this a little bit more robust. Anyway, have a great day and happy teaching.